Good, Chaotic Nation, it's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the RGBL season 15. Yeah, sorry, I was a little panicked there because the timer was going. It wasn't me doing the timer. I was just scared that we would be stuck. All right, I don't want to be in the match on this monitor. I want to be able to see it. All right, let's make some notes. Stellar. Terra Fairy Appleton. All right, Terra Fairy Appleton. And Terry. And Terra Water Pecharunt, which we expected. Terra I gotta write water. I can't just write Terra Pecharunt. That doesn't help anything. Terra Water. So those are two things to make sure of. I don't know what the lead is. Honestly, we see everything we expected, barring Scissor over Dio. No, Dio is there. It's so Roaring Moon, Appleton, Lando, Pecharunt, Scissor, and Dio Speed. I think with the Dio Speed and Lando, I think I do want to lead Asta. Let me look at my notes here. What was I expecting that didn't? The Alola he brought the Scissor over Alola, which makes sense. The priority is important. So the question is, do you go offensive right off the bat? I think you try to get rocks or something up, so that's probably a Lando and or Dio, and I really want to go with my start with I'm gonna take my start with, I think I do bring Asta out first. Let me just look at my roll. I mean, it's a great lead for those two. If it's anything else, I think we can make a pivot, but what do I need really? All right, so we definitely need Suicune for Scizor. We need Hawlucha in the back to sweep. We need to get rid of Scizor before we let Lucha sweep. So Scizor is a main target to get rid of. No Typhlosion means we don't have to worry about those speed calcs or anything, which is great. Good lead Arbo. Arbo does beat Scizor too. And I do expect to see Scizor switch in first, so. I want to trust my gut and go Asta lead. Like, I feel like that's the right call. Darkrai Lando. All right. That's what I wanted to see. Landorus Therian. If it's scarfed what? Let me see. You probably get Hammer Arm, yeah? I don't remember. I should know this. Brick Break and or is that your only fighting move? Fighting. Hammer Arm is stronger. Let's calc Hammer Arm. Hammer Arm has a very small chance to KO. It's got to be Scarf though, and it's got to be max speed. We did see Intimidate. We can sub. So the question is, what is I think we Ice Beam to keep rocks off the field. I mean, it's not a big deal if rocks do get on the field. Honestly, what stops Darkrai? What do we need? So Dio, Pecharunt. So I need sub. I need sub more than anything right now. And I think, do I want to go right into the sub? I mean, if I think it's scarfed, do I think it's scarfed? I think it probably is scarfed. I don't know if it's scarfed Hammer Arm. It's a great play if it is. But if it's scarfed Hammer Arm, I think we get Sylphin for pretty much free. Or mostly free. This is a tough match because this turn means a lot right now. And as I said, it's gonna be a sweep, so it depends on what we do. I do think it might be a pivot U-turn. A U-turn pivot, knowing he can't KO me. And scarfed U-turn. What do you go into though? You go into Dio likely. That does not KO me. I think sub is our safe play. I'm gonna click sub. Let's see what happens. Sub, see what happens. Sub, see what happens. I think this is the right call. Because it's either a hard switch expecting that I'm faster and have Ice Beam. It's a U-turn, which then we get to know if you're scarfed or not. And if it does click U-turn, it would have to be Adamant. I mean, Adamant could screw us over right now. Scarfed Adamant could really hurt us. I mean, we're taking a big risk right now. It is Scarfed U-turn. Lando Scarf. Lando Scarfed. It is Scarfed Landorus. He did U-turn. That did 68%. It could be Adamant. Can it be Jolly? It could be Adamant or Jolly. We did not get information about that. But knowing that it's Scarfed is important. All right, now that we have this Scissor Choice Band, I mean, Dark Pulse is a 2-shot. I think it's definitely worth just clicking. It's definitely worth just clicking. And then we can go into Noelle in the next turn. Yeah, it's not the greatest start to the game. I'm really glad we didn't click Ice Beam. I mean, the best play would have definitely, well, I think we made the best play. Without switching out, we made the best play because nothing really wants to take Scarf Lando. I'm gonna assume it's more Jolly than Adamant, but it could be Jolly or Adamant. Jolly Ad. Oh man, that is half, so it is not invested Scizor. This is an easy switch to Noelle, I think. He is showing Bullet Punch. We don't know if it's Choice Banded or not. If it is, Noelle is definitely the play. We keep Asta around because it is still useful. It's still useful. And my own Suicune is my counter to Scizor. I mean, I don't think anything. I'm not even gonna look at your calc. We know you don't win this. Scizor Choice Band. We know it's Bullet Punch 25%. There's no rock, so there's no reason to do this. Scizor Choice Band is 15%. Scizor Choice Band, if it's not, I mean, that's doing a lot. We go straight to Noelle every time. It is Choice Band, I think. Banded Scizor is an interesting play. No, I don't think that is. He crit for 13.9. He crit. He is not banded. He is not banded. Did he take damage? No. So maybe he is. So he's not banded. He's Adamant Max. I have Adamant Max Technician, and it did 13.9% with a crit. Oh, we are seeing a crit. That could be any item. It was a low roll. Scald for a burn at 40% could be nice. We also go sub here. Do I want to take that though? Do I want to go sub? I mean, the likely switch in is probably the Appleton. It's not banded though, which is the biggest issue, honestly. I think we stay in and we Scald. I mean, the punish on Scald doesn't KO. Scald does not KO, but a burn on Scizor would be huge. Let's Scald. I think it's our neutral play. Nothing comes in and resists this, besides maybe the Petarant. And even if Petarant switches in, we go Iron Treads. Which I think has a chance. We gotta break through. We gotta break this Scizor. I'm glad we saw the Bullet Punch. Is that always? So that's a question. Is that always doing? Bullet Punch is always doing half. With no, it's always breaking a sub. It does 46.9%. Scald could catch anything really well. Honestly, the best case is it catches. I think it catches Roaring Moon here on an early sweep. I think it sees the defensive Pokemon and it sweeps, and it might go in. Definitely a switch. You probably don't want to catch a Scald. It's Appleton, Roaring Moon, Pecharunt are the switches. You don't bring in Dio, you don't bring in Lando. Lando is full and scarfed. Scizor is not banded. It is Pecharunt. All right, we get a burn. We say sorry because we get a burn, and we go straight to Klaus. Hold on, before we do this, we still need you for it. I mean, Scald did 18%. This is especially defensive Pecharunt. Scald did 18%. Yeah, that was a low roll max. So we know Pecharunt is max HP and special defense, unless it's AV. And if it's AV, then that's a problem. But even offensive, if it goes Terra Water, let's see that calc. Do I really want to take? I could sub. I'm slower. I am slower, so I'm not speed invested. Terra Water. Let's see what a Terra Blast does. Probably you're gonna recover here if I had to guess. I'm gonna go. I think we still go Dawn. Go Dawn. Parting shot. We block that. Played like a boss. All right, this is a hard switch, and we go Stealth Rock here. Well done. Good prep. Good prep. Good prep. Good prep. Good P shot prep. All right. Good P shot prep. We get rocks up. I knew we had a shot at rocks up with this up. The question with Pecharunt, rocks is good because that'll give us enough chip for Scizor to die to Suicune. But also we will get to see Lando does. We already know Lando does not have a. We know Lando has a choice scarf, so it can't have heavy duty boots. We don't know about anything about Roaring Moon. The fact that Lando is the biggest thing for heavy duty boots, we're probably not going to see it this game. Lando is scarfed. We know nothing about Scizor. We know that, yes, so we know Pecharunt is max special, max HP, because it cannot have Assault Vest and Quick Party Shot. So we are good there. We are good there. Let me just make sure the audio. Okay, I had an issue with audio earlier in the week, and I'm scared every time I stream. That doesn't have to be max though. Scald did 18%. No, we know it's not lefties. Scald did 18%. It could be heavy duty boots, which, you know, that makes sense for this. Could be a heavy duty boots month too. Scald did 18%. I mean, that's max. We're seeing max. It wasn't a crit, right? Yeah, Scald did 18%. It can't be max. There's rocks. All right. I messed up somewhere. I was looking at Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball actually is more powerful than Scald into the Pecharunt. Scald did 18%. We need to learn more about the Pecharunt. It's not max. It's probably max HP. It maybe is not max the special defense. 18%. I have a tingle in my arm. It can't. It's not max anything. It's got to be in. It's offensive. I mean, 18%. I mean, even if we take off, I didn't crit, did I? No. How is it 18%? Nah, I'm confused. Wait, it might have a special defense lowering nature. Yeah, it has to have a negative special defense. So no HP. Sorry. No special defense. Pecharunt is a weird case. It's an offensive Pecharunt build. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I can get some more information about that by looking it up. I know I should be focusing on the Sizzler right now, but I mean, every use of this is offensive. Even it's got to be offensive Pecharunt. All right. So I don't know. Oh, I'm terrible. My bad. Sorry, I was calcing Terra Water. So Pecharunt is max HP and special defense. All right, what do we do against Scizor? We go straight to Noelle. We expect to see a U-turn. Like, what's the play here? I don't know if you want to stay in. I mean, you're faster than Scizor. We know it's not banded. Earthquake is its HP bar. It could be. What do I need treads for? Treads is for Pecharunt. I need treads for Pecharunt. This could be a sack too. It can't be choice. I mean, is there any shot? There's no way it outspeeds me. Unless it's choice scarfed. I mean, what if it's max defense? I mean, that would be the only reason you bring this in, knowing I have full well have Earthquake. It's probably max. Earthquake is still a roll though. All right, let me do some calcs here. Scizor did, no, we don't know. Scizor did 13.9 with a bullet punch crit on Noelle. Scizor 13.9 with a crit. So maybe it's not attack invested at all. I mean, that's not showing band. What if we see Scarf? 13.9. That has to have a little bit of HP of attack. It can't be max. It can be max. 13.9. That could be a roll max. Which makes me think... I mean, and it has to at least have 13.9. What's the maximum? 13.9. 13.9, it has to have 96 attack EVs at least, and be adamant. So we can go 96, do a calc from there. This could be a weird set. 96, give me no speed. Let me see, a 508 at 160, 252 defense, adamant nature. Earthquake is 39 to 47. It's not a guaranteed KO. And we probably see a CC. I think we go straight to... Noelle is the counter this. I don't know why I'm playing like this. All right, defog. Oh, it's a defogger. Okay, interesting. Did it take damage on the switch in? No. So Scizor is heavy duty. So that's heavy duty boots. All right, so he sees that. Evasion is down. If we see Pecharunt coming in again, I mean, we know this is the counter. Skull, I mean, your best move does 24% and lowers your special defense. I mean, you have to be invested. I mean, Scald isn't a KO. Shadow Ball is a middle ground play. Shadow Ball's middle, because if it goes Pecharunt, I don't know where we left it at, 69%. Not invested. Pecharunt 69%. It isn't a KO, but it is 40%. I think middle ground is still Scald. I think we still go Scald. All right, so the boots are there to stop Scizor. No band, which is actually really good for us. It allows me to play it a little bit better. They are definitely going to keep this thing around. But the thing is, anything you want to go into does not want to take a Scald, and you're worried about an ice move. You have to be worried about an ice move with Suicune. You have to be worried about an ice move. Do we sub? Do we sub? Do we sub here? I mean, I think that's not a bad play. Sub is a nice play. All right, that's the question. Do I want to go for Scald or do I want to go for sub? I think sub is good in most cases. I mean, Suicune deals with Dio. It deals with Roaring Moon. It deals with Pecharunt, kind of. It deals with Scizor. It deals with Landorus. The only thing it doesn't deal with is Appleton. But you don't know that unless you know I don't have an ice move. I mean, anything you click here. And we know Scizor is not choice banded. We know it's heavy duty boots. And anything it clicks can't, the only thing that can break it is close combat. And even then we're fine. I want to click sub. I'm expecting a U-turn. It's 24 to 25 at max attack, so we cannot even break my sub. We get a free sub is a free thing here. And then we can make choices based on that. But his switch in was Pecharunt and the lower it, so I don't think he has a counter for Suicune. Like, Appleton is your de facto counter, but I don't know if that doesn't seem like that's what he's trying to play for. It's interesting. It's an interesting fight, that's for sure, and it's definitely a long fight. So I'm sorry about that. Like, we've already been 20 minutes. There's not a KO on the board yet, so that's why we split the battles and the team builders apart, because they were just long videos. But yeah, I would expect to see Appleton and or Pecharunt. You should not switch into any of your other mons because you are physical attackers on all of them. Dio would be the only safe one, and even then, you know, that's still not a great idea. I mean, you might go Dio to get knockoff. That would be my only guess, is you go Dio to get knockoff off. But Scizor can't break my sub. I mean, we know it's not max, right? We haven't calced for that. We know it's heavy duty boots. Bullet Punch did 13.9. Oh, for crit. Sorry. I mean, it could be max. It could be max special, max physical. Probably is max physical, to be fair. And even then, it's a roll for close combat. And if it does do that, if it does click close combat, it does have CC, which it probably does have for Darkrai. Well, it probably wouldn't have that for Darkrai, because Bullet Punch KOs it. But if it does click CC and lowers its defense, it means that Scald and or Shadow Ball kill at that point in time. Because -1 special puts you at 54. Yeah, Scald KOs then. And I'm okay with taking 25 for a Scald guaranteed kill. And to get rid of this, because as I said, if we get rid of this, Hawlucha beats Deoxys at +2, beats Roaring Moon, beats Pecharunt at +2, beats Scizor at +2. Well, it doesn't beat Scizor now. It beats Appleton at +2. As long as it's not Fairy, that's going to be the problem. Appleton's going to have to take some chips. So Dio, Roaring Moon, what else is not? It does beat Pecharunt now. It can beat Scizor in the right conditions. It can beat Scizor if it comes in on Scizor. It's not a hard switch. It is a CC. It is max. That's nice to see. Now we click Scald. We don't think about it. We click Scald. All right, so max attack. Gotta be max attack. Adamant. That's the only way that KOs. If you're not adamant, yeah. I mean, it could get there, but he has to be max attack. He's probably max adamant. All right, -1, you got to think about hard switching here because Scald is a guaranteed KO. Unless you're invested in special defense instead of HP or something that you can't be. So you have to hard switch here. Oh, I put +1. I'm like, why is it only saying 20%? Yeah, max 46. We guarantee a kill now at 46%. I mean, at 46, it's a guaranteed OHKO, and I have to take it. So, do you let Scissor go down? You try to save it. I mean, I could play the substitute game again. I mean, I'm not going to telegraph. I'm not going to do that. I mean, he has to think I'm going to do that, right? But I'm not going to do that because I see the KO on Scizor, and I punish anything else with Scald on the come in. The only thing that would want to come in is Appleton, and then I got to figure out how to deal with that. Which is Iron Treads, unfortunately. Actually, that's not a bad thing. I mean, Petron is much more manageable now that it's in half, but even then, it's going to be a problem. Let me see what the Appleton does. I mean, Ice Spinner is half. We know it's for Terra Fairy. I mean, Earthquake is half. So, Appleton is a little bit of a tough opponent. We don't have a good Fairy counter right now. And a burn would be sick on Appleton. I don't think Suicune really does anything there. Put it on hold. That's full. Suicune Shadow Balls. I mean, I can roar it out. But that's really all I can do to it. I'm thinking he wants the Terra Fairy because we haven't seen it on Pecharunt yet. And I would have Terra'd Pecharunt frame 1 if you expected it. So maybe he wants to keep Appleton around because it's an answer for Darkrai. He's probably saving the Terra for Darkrai. And or Hawlucha. I mean, saving Terra Fairy for Hawlucha is smart. I mean, this has been 8 turns in 20 minutes. It's crazy. We are playing slow as molasses, but I understand it. I mean, this game, as I said in the team builder, it's gonna be a game where somebody breaks someone and then we just sweep. So we're just waiting for that opportunity, and I'm trying to put myself in the position to sweep. I mean, with Scizor at 46, sorry, the Scizor at 46, Darkrai KO's there, but I'm so weak that it's not worth unless I'm in on a sub. Pretty much anything KO's. There's the Appleton. Burn would be sick. It takes 6. All right, it takes 6. It is not specially defensive. All right, it could be max HP. Probably max HP. I could sub, see what it wants to do. I mean, I think that's the right play. I think that we sub and see what it wants to do. And then we make a move after that. I mean, Noelle is doing her job, which is great. I mean, she is literally here for the Scizor at this point in time. Any world I'm slower, there's no world. There's no world. Even max speed, it's 143 and we're 206. So good bring. This is why I thought Predator had to come this week. It's just to get into my team. And we don't really have a way to deal with it. I expect Terra Fairy. I expect Terra Fairy right now, which honestly is great for me. If we see Terra Fairy, I can go for a Skull for 25. No, I can't. I mean, yeah, I can go for a Skull for 25. That's what I'm saying. If we see some sort of setup, then we have a little bit of a problem. But then I have Roar. So this is why Roar is really good this week. I mean, this thing is not something I want to leave to the end, that's for sure. I mean, honestly, best case scenario, I get Pecharunt to Terra Water. And then I have this left, and Hawlucha KOs it at +2. So, It's getting... How do I get Hawlucha in? All right, we're going to see Apple Acid. That's going to break my sub. All right. Now I got to figure out how to deal with that. So, what's your job? Land a... Appleton, no steel. Clefable can deal with that. Appleton, no steel. I mean, we're taking 26, but I think it is the right play. We're taking 28. There's the special defense drop. Gotta count that. Now it does 42. Moonblast, unless it's Terra Fairy, unless it's Terra Fairies, it's doing 40 something. So let's Moonlight. Moonblast. We need damage. It could obviously have recover. It did 27.7. It's not. How did it do 27.7? I'm -1. I can't put that in already. 27.7. It's not invested. Yeah, it's not invested specially. We know it's max HP. We know it's... That's what we got. We gotta get info on this. Skull did 6. Skull did 6. The only way it does that is it's max HP. Sassy. Apple's max HP. No special defense. Or it could be max. No, it can't be. I mean, it could be with like modest, maybe. No, it can't be. It can't be max special defense. Gotta be max HP. So, and then we are calcing Clefable with max special defense. So without max special defense, this is a 2-co. And that's what we like to see here. A nice old 2-co. I mean, I'm willing to make this exchange. He knows this is his wall, and once one of them goes, it's over. And I've already broke the Scizor for the most part. I've already did a lot of damage to the Pecharunt. I mean, Pecharunt's at half, roughly. The problem is it coming in again, and that's going to be the major issue. Me being -1 doesn't help us either. But it coming in again just really gets Iron Treads back in, and we go Defog. Or we can go EQ. We should go EQ now. Predicting the Scizor switching. I mean, we never considered Iron Treads +1. How is that working on? Let's see what DO speed. That's probably our metric should be Lando T. Our metric should be Lando T. A +1 I outspeed Lando T. So we should rapid spin every time on, well, we can't. I mean, we don't lose, Pecharunt loses everything on us. We don't lose anything on rapid spinning on Pecharunt. And I'm guaranteeing you that's a defensive Terra. Unless you're crazy. But even if it is an offensive Terra, it switches to a water type and then we hit it. So rapid spin still is a great shot for us in that moment. All right, I need to see what that does. Pecharunt. Give me a max special offensive. Let me see Terra Water. Just because this is worst case scenario at this point. And we want Terra Blast. Terra Blast, that's an OHKO. Okay. Noted. OHKO. It has to be Terra Water. It has to be an offensive Terra. I don't think they're going to Terra Appleton, which is actually really good. Terra Water is actually better for us. I don't want to lose treads to it, but I mean, I think you switch to Pecharunt here, you pop that Terra Water. I think that's what you do. You either pop in Terra Fairy or pop in Terra Water. I think that you have to do one right now. The only issue is that Roaring Moon is still in the back. but I think Roaring Moon at +1. Give me speed. If I'm unburdened, I'm faster, even at +1. I'm faster at +1. It sucks that we have to use you here because I really needed you for Roaring Moon. I do have Arbo still. Arbo does well against that and Dio. But we're running out of things to beat Roaring Moon and Dio. 65, that's a minus special attack, which is great. A jetpack. A jetpack. Interesting. Alright, no item. And we get right into Lando. Okay. Where's Clef? Clef is 2, right? Lando, Therian. Choice Scarf, U-turn. I mean, Earthquake is a good chunk of damage. I don't want to risk. I don't think I want to risk it setting up. So I can't. It's gonna be Choice Scarfed. You get Sludge Bomb, don't you? You freaking get Sludge Bomb, don't you? Yeah, you get Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. I think I remember that. It's gotta have it then. That or Iron Head. I mean, it's 40. What if it's... Do you get Iron Head? I feel like you don't. No. It's gotta be Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. And even then, that's 40%. I'm -1 though. That's 59%. I'm gonna Ice Beam. This drops Lando. There's no way you get out of this without something without losing either land. I mean, all right. Hold on. 50. I'm at 30. Then I get back to full. So I would stall him with Moonlight if that's the case, even at -1. I mean, we could try it and see. I mean, I think it's rocks, though. I mean, this could be choice rocks. I mean, Sylph has done their job for the most part. Let's Ice Beam. I trust the Ice Beam. That's what I clicked first time. That's what I'm clicked down. I trust it. I trust it's the right play. You know, I wanna click Moonlight to heal, but I wanna click Ice Beam to punish. I mean, okay, so the other thing, before we do this, Pecharunt comes in on Ice Beam and just absolutely eats it. But we know it's not max. Pecharunt can come in right now for free. That's 25% with the under the burn. I mean, Calm Mind is great. Not Calm Mind. Moonlight is just, I think Moonlight's the middle ground play. I think we Moonlight. I think it's, as much as I want to click Ice Beam and punish this Landorus for what it's about to do. Oh. I have to make the choice here. I don't think it's gonna have rocks. I think it could have, actually I do think it, if anything's gonna have rocks on the team, it's gonna be this. I honestly think you're clicking U-turn to go to Pecharunt. And I think and Clefable doesn't like that. You know, I'm dead to a Malignant Chain, but I can switch out. We catch pretty much everything else really nicely. I mean, Scizor could come in. Dio could come in. Offense, if it's offensive Deoxys speed, especially, it will KO us at -1. I mean, Moonlight's I'm gonna Ice Beam. He's taking forever too, he doesn't know. I bet he's baking on a switch. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Maybe we're just like missing each other, that'd be hilarious. All right, so Dio is taking 37. Lando's O-code, Appleton's dead, Roaring Moon. I mean, that would be a great switch in, but you can't do anything to me, really. It has to be Pecharunt. it's either a sack of Appleton, Pecharunt, Scizor, or Dio. And I don't think you bring in Dio. Man, I want to trust Ice Beam. I want to trust Ice Beam. I want to trust Ice Beam. I want to trust it. I want to trust it. I want to think he's going to go for damage here. Now. Oh wait, hold on. I might be overthinking this, but I got to think about my outs. It's offensive choice scarf, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be physical offense. If it's max, let's see, Sludge Wave I think is actually stronger. Sludge Wave is 79. It can't kill me. Yeah, Ice Beam, Earthquake, sweet, free kill on Lando. Love to see it. There's the first death. Great, love to see it. Lando's gone. That's a choice scarf dead. It might have been better to Moonlight there. It probably was better to Moonlight there, but hey, that's the game we play. I'll trade that any day of the week. Lando's gone. No choice scarf. It's one less thing to worry about. That really makes me think that Roaring Moon is booster energy attack, which means Darkrai outspeeds it, Hawlucha outspeeds it, and then at +1, I outspeed everything with Donphan now, I think. It's not Donphan, it's freaking Iron Treads. Dio speed. Give me Dio speed. Max speed. A +1, I do not outspeed Dio speed. That's the only thing I don't outspeed. That's really what the marker should be, but... yeah. I don't outspeed Dio speed. Unless it's not speed invested. I mean, it could not be speed invested, and if it's not, I win. But I'm just throwing some points out there. I mean, I appreciate the long term of this, but I mean, you gotta just trust what you're doing, my friend, right now. Like, you gotta put on your clinic and go for it. I think he's trying to see this way out, and I don't know if he sees it based on what he's thinking my team is. I mean, we're half on Sylph, we're half on Noel, we're 25 on, we're about a quarter on Darkrai, and everything else is full. I mean, you're trying to prevent the Hawlucha sweep, which only can be prevented by keeping Scizor around. But if you do keep Scizor around, you're letting my other team members wipe your team before that even becomes a problem. Here's the Pecharunt. All right. Now we got a choice to make. We got a big old choice to make right here. Is it gonna Terra Water? All right. Do I make the read? I mean, Terra Water. If water, I mean, the worst. If it's Malignant Chain, what else do you beat? Clef is a Roaring Moon counter, but we have Arbo in the back with that. So we're not in, and I think Arbo actually has the better chance to do it. If it is Terra Water, my best move is Moonblast. I mean, it's gonna click. It should click Malignant Chain. Let's see Terra Blast. Terra Blast Water. It should click Malignant Chain. It should. What do I need Klaus for? Pecharunt, Landorus. Landorus is dead. Appleton's low. Go Klaus. Go Klaus. Go Klaus. Go Klaus. Recover. Sweet. Alright, here we are. I thought that'd be the play. I made the right play. This is not as useful. So, you know you have to either switch or you have to click Terra Water. Water. Also, I'm pretty sure we weren't calculating the right things. I mean, we're 40. You have to think that I have. Good. Clef's supposed to do that. We go Rocks again, get some chip on breaks. I think we go Rocks. We want to break a Focus Sash on Deoxys. I mean, we're in this boat again. Do we see the Terra Water max special attack? And honestly, if we do, I'm okay with that. 88 is a really good speed tier also for my team. I mean, if this goes down, we go to Darkrai, right? And we click Dark Pulse every time. Because no matter what switches in, we get to punish it like crazy. Darkrai actually wins right now. Darkrai actually wins right now outside of Dio. Outside of Dio. Darkrai wins outside of Dio. Hawlucha wins period right now. Hawlucha wins outside of Scizor. So Dio or Scizor has to go down for one of our sweeps to go off. One of those two options. And I think they're my best options. This is going to be an hour-long video. I apologize for that, friends. But, you know, if you were playing this battle and you were doing the calcs and stuff, like, you saw how many times I switched my move on that Clefable. You saw how many times I switched. They're leaving because they're so bored. They're like, all right, we'll watch this when the replay's done. Okay, guys, there's a lot going on here, and, you know, just watching the battle and not listening to like a somebody's perspective, really hard to do. So we are recover. I don't think it's Terra Water offensive now. We are Terra Water, we're P-Shot. I think it's Malignant Chain and Hex, or Malignant Chain and I think it's Malignant Chain and either Hex or Nightshade, depending on what you want to do. Probably, if it's Hex, good on you. But you got to make a choice here. I'm just gonna get rocks up. I don't care. You Terra Water me. You show me you have Terra Water. I mean, it could not be running Ghost Stab, Terra Water. I'm trying to type Terra Water. It's in the Scizor. All right, so Defog. All right, we're not needed. We EQ. Get rid of the Scizor. Call it gone. There's no more way to get rid of rocks. That's huge. Good kill. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even calc it. Petra's still on my screen. I actually clicked Terra Water. But that's dead. Rocks are up. That means Dio's no sash. Dio's a one-shot now. And every means of the imagination, which is perfect. Now it's literally just get something to die, get Hawlucha in. Hawlucha, can Hawlucha beat Petra? Can Hawlucha beat Petra right now? At +2. No. I have to have it at 75. Unless it goes Terra Water. If it Terra Waters, it probably won't. If it Terra Waters, yeah, it's got to be at 8. It's got to be below 70. It's got to be below 70. Get below 70%. I mean, that +2 close combat Terra Water is 83 max. Throat Chop is 75. But the trick there is I have to do more damage to it before it comes in, because once Hawlucha is in, it's in. And I can't send Hawlucha out now. Ever. I can't send Hawlucha out until Petra is in kill range. Now Appleton can also heal, but Appleton is not as much of a problem. There's the Dio. There's the Dio. Appleton is not as much of a problem. Terra Fairy is a little bit annoying because it does stop me. It's a 2-shot, but even then we're okay. All right, so Dio is out. Do you have a good match? You have an okay matchup against Dio. You've done your job and some. Deoxys Speed superpower is I think we click EQ. If it is superpower -1, you're dead. So Cosmic Power, okay. That's an interesting Dio set. Okay, it's defensive. I mean, we saw at +1. At +1, we're doing 40. We're doing 44. So it's definitely defensive. Defensive Deoxys Speed? We're doing 44. It's probably max defense. It's probably a body press set. Right? You have body press? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do here. Oh, no, I don't need to see that. I don't know what you're trying to do here, honestly. I mean, that's 44. If you do it again, I mean, we're just chipping it down. I don't want to go Clef because Clef is dead. So I'm just going to EQ again. I mean, nothing switches in right now because nothing has a flying immunity. Roaring Moon is a dark dragon type. I'm surprised the Dio is in. I'm sure we ruined it because it was supposed to be Focus Sash. It's probably... Hold on. I know what it is. I know exactly. It's stored power. It's stored power. Stored power Dio. Dio. It's stored power. Gotta be. That's the only reason you do that. To get 2 boosts at the same time. Let's see. Stored power. Stored power plus 2. Even if it's max, only does 25. So EQ. He's got recover. Okay. All right, this might be where Suicune comes in. Add the stored power. We go Noel. Now we know the set. We're gonna pressure you. All right, +2, +2. +2, +2. It can't KO me. We roar. Recover. That's cute. Bye. Oh, that's good. Moon. We do see Photosynthesis attack boost. And guess what? I think we roar again. That's attack. That was a tech and a half. Knockoff is 34%. I can't do anything here. I roar. He's gonna try to. He might try to dance on me. I actually go for Skull here. If he +1s though, where are we at? He is attack. He is attack boosted. He can only do 62. Let me see the attack boost. He can only do 62 if he's max attack. If he's adamant max attack 68 +1. So Scald's a free click here. Go for it. Stay. I hope we burn you. You should switch out every single time here. You should switch out every single time here, and I'm gonna punish you if you don't. Like Suicune Roar is such the play this week. That was necessary. That Dio is a problem. If we don't deal with it. Honestly, hold on. Let me see what Clef does here. Clef might actually be a smarter play. Roaring Moon. Dance. Acrobatics is 43%. I mean, we're gonna take a hit. We'd have to come in clean. How about Mimosa? How about Mimosa? Acro is 83%. I'd have to come in. The thing is, we have to come in clean. We have to come in clean for the most part. Okay. I mean, if he goes for knockoff right now, I mean, he's not +1. I'm calculating not +1. I mean, he is +1, but Acro is a KO. We gotta go Scald. I think it has to be Scald. I mean, we can roar, but it's not really an issue right now. I think it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to find another way to deal with Dio. I mean, it's got a good chance to sweep still. But a burn would be nice. So it's stored power, recover, and cosmic power. Too bad I don't have a taunt user right now. I'm really glad we brought this. I'm actually glad we brought this out. I don't want to trust this gold. I want to Terra Fairy, dang it. The thing is, nothing else comes in on this for free like this. Yo, that's the problem. And with Dio, I mean, Mimosa still can beat Dio, right? That might be it. So we see. Do I have a I don't have it. Get rid of Psycho Boost. It's probably knockoff in the final slot. We see stored power. We see cosmic power. It actually probably has superpower. I believe I can take it on. Not a problem. Yeah, so we skulled. Dude, he's still taking time. It's crazy. Yeah, Arbo is my counter now to that because I can lower it a little bit. And Arbo actually is doing. I mean, if it starts boosting, then it becomes a problem. Ugh. That's not good. It's not a good counter. It's not a good counter. Unaware Clefable is the best counter I have. That's why he's scared of it. Like, he has to be scared of it because Clefable doesn't care. You don't have Psycho Boosts. Yeah, Clefable beats it, actually. I mean, I know I ignore the stat changes, but boost to stored power, that one boost is still 50%. That's bad. I'm showing the minus defense. No, we're fine. We're fine. One boost is 34. Two boost would be the issue. Two boost would be the issue. I mean, he was trying to go for the sweep right there. That was it. Knock off. Okay, there's my leftovers. Get a burn, get a burn, get a burn, get a burn. Punish! Don't stay in on that. Why would you stay in on that? That's so dumb. I don't know why you would do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I know that one makes you mad. Sorry. You knew I had stalled, but like you should have known. All right, Roaring Moon is now not an issue anymore because it is freaking burns. I'm clocking Clefable. I mean, do we go Clef here now anyway? I think we do. We go straight to Clef. There's Dance. Oh, I love this game. All right. I think honest. No. I want a Moonlight. You might forget. I mean, you should never stay in on a Scald user with a physical attacker. That was really bad. Like, you got the 10% because you tried it. Ooh. Okay. Oh, flinch. There's the hacks back. That did 35. Okay. Okay. Both might be dead here. So we've seen Ironhead knock off Dragon Dance. I mean, I got a Moonblast. No flinch. No flinch. Yeah, I gotta get rid of it. I gotta get rid of it. I mean, I'm playing a game of getting flinch off the board. All right, Dio speed. Here's the Dio speed. Can I beat it? All right, I'm just gonna make the set. Sword power. I'm gonna assume knockoff. I really am gonna assume knockoff. We want cosmic power. We want, shoot, what was the other one? Recover. 10%. So we can moonlight here. Wait, you can't set up on me, can you? Because I ignore your stat changes. It's gonna boost stored power. But I ignore your stat changes. So it, what if I go +1? 87. I mean, this could be Clefable sweep time. It could be Clefable sweep. Yeah. Yeah, that burn was big, but you never stay in on that. You should never stay in on that. This is the biggest problem right here. That's fine. Forgot about unaware likely. All right, we're at 69. He's at +1/+1. It's 26. I'm gonna call mind. All right, is it better to hit now for 50%? +1+. I mean, he can't two-shot me, and especially can't two-shot me if I boost. Yeah, let's call mind. We can do it too. All right, +1/+1 in a range. Yeah. So he's 20. He's doing 29. I mean, we go one more, right? Guarantee the KO. Yeah, I think we have to do that. +2/+2. Hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, export. Let me just have that set saved. I'm actually gonna duplicate the Clefable tab. I'm gonna duplicate it. All right, let me see Petrarunk. If I'm +2/+2, I'm doing half. And Malignant Chain is the only thing that's a problem there. I think we Moonblast here. I mean, it's +1. It's 25%. It's not the end of the world if I Moonblast, and it's not. I don't think. Clefable. Let me just make sure, because it went to Abomasnow. Clefable. Alright, still showing Clefable. +1. If I'm +1, I'm only doing 25% to Petrarunk. But the Dio on the other side, a +2/+2 KO. But I can't. I have to Moonblast here, I think. I mean, if I'm only +1, it's 87. It's a roll, but it does force him to recover on the following turn, and he can't beat me with 2 recovers. So, I mean, his best out is Cosmic Power to +3/+3, and try to do as much damage as he can to me before I kill him. There it is. Moonblast, 63%. I got a low roll. All right, he +3/+3. +3/+3 shows me 43%. It's probably a recover. Recovers 50. That goes to 75, and that's a roll. That's a KO. Otherwise, he's hitting me for 40. I mean, so here's the thing. Do I go for the KO right now? Do I play the Calm Mind game myself? Because Pecharunt is an easy problem. If I think we can set up and sweep with the Fable here, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. There's stored power. All right, I'm +2/+2. Probably was smarter to KO there. It's a guaranteed KO. I want Moonlight. It's doing 26. All right, if I'm +2/+2, how are we looking against Pecharunt? +2/+2. I'm 34%. I can stay in and do some damage. A Moonblast. He's gonna let it go down. Clef kills Dio. Lovely. All right. I think +2/+2, that wins us the game. He's got both his Terra Captains left, which is annoying. There's Petch. All right, Pecharunt. We are not calcing max special attack. 252. Max special attack. We know it's not max. That's 41%. Right now, Ice Beam is a 2-co. I'm gonna Ice Beam. There's Malignant Chain for 29. Come on, don't hit yourself. Yeah. So we toxic. All right, that's how he beats us here. Malignant Chain did 29. So he's not Mac. What is he? Klaus wins, so I'm gonna go Klaus. Yeah, I'm gonna go Klaus. I don't want to take the risk. I might get a 6-0 here if I play right. I think Klaus is the right option. Wait, let me just calc that again. Malignant Chain did 29.9%. That is not invested. So you are max defense, max speed. That is not invested. So not invested Iron Treads with Pecharunt. Let's see. We know it's not max HP. It's probably some weird build to outspeed something with some HP investment. So let's go ahead and give it 120, 112. That's fine. No special defense investment. Earthquake is still a OHKO. If it's Terra Water, we still do 73%. We do 33%, which isn't going to win us the game, but hey, we can stall it better than anything. I mean, this is his win right now. But if he can't be max, Terra Blast is only 12% if he's not invested. This is Klaus every single time. And Klaus wins us the game. And we just click Earthquake. We just spam Earthquake. Go Terra Water. Do it. Appleton comes in. Appleton's dead. Yep. Appleton dies to EQ. Klaus gets the kills. Alright, so 12. You can't P-shot me out. I mean, I think that's GG. This is Terra Water gonna be. I mean, he's gonna Terra Water. Okay, 33%. That's what we're calculating for. Hex is 27. Terra Water. Anything KO at full. Terra Water. That's +2. I don't even KO Terra Water at half. No. I mean, Arboliva could come in. I mean, it's Terra Water. Arboliva can't KO it. Nothing KOs it, so we just have to play a little bit of the stall game with it. Yeah, there's the recover. I mean, it's going to run out of recovers before it can do anything. And we know it's Hex. So Hex is 23%, 27%. So I can stall it mostly out of recovers. I mean, we're playing a crit game right now. I can live one more. Oh, I win. That's GG. You kill on speed. We get a 6-0. That's a great win. That's when we end it. GG. That's a tough match. Congratulations to my opponent, Dom. That was a freaking intense match, man. You did well. You did well. The only thing, I got a little bit of hacks on my side. I mean, that flinch was big. That flinch was big, was massive. The burn was massive on Roaring Moon. I'm sorry I got 2 burns, but other than that, I mean, I think we played a flawless game for the most part. Like, there's probably some like weird things I could have done better that would have been more optimal, but for the most part, I think we played a pretty flawless game, and sometimes that's what you need. This was definitely a tough team, and the scoreboard definitely does not show accurate battles with this guy, and I knew that coming into the match, so that's something we weren't going to take for granted when we walked in, and I don't think anybody should take for granted against this team. It's a good team. It's got a really good team, and it's a really big pain in the butt, but I think we just have what we needed. Clefable did great. Klaus did exactly what we needed to. Asta, Wallbreaker, that was a great lead. I feel like that was the right call. No Terra Arboliva, no Halucha, but between Clefable and Suicune, we got the match done, and you know, it's been hard for me to use Suicune this season, but the match I bring it's phenomenal. So hats off to you. I'm glad we're keeping you for the rest of the season, and thank you for doing your job this week. I needed it. But thank you, Dom, for the battle. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel for more, because next week we got another opponent. We are now at 5-1, which basically secures us in the playoffs. Things would have to go really bad for us, including 2 major losses in the next 2 weeks. So we kind of can play pretty easy. We're really just playing for positioning, because 1 fights 8, 2 fights 7, 3 fights 6, and 4 fights 5. So if we get the right lineups, we could have a good playoff run. It could be college football playoffs, but with Draft League, we just get an easy path and just get to the playoffs, the end of the playoffs, no problem. So hopefully that's what it is. We'll see what happens, but I'll do my best. That's all I can guarantee for you. Appreciate you all watching. Appreciate all your support. Thanks for being here. If you made it this far into the video, I want to see some broom. I want to see some broom spam in the comment section down below. Just better spam some brooms. But I really appreciate it. And nothing against my opponent. They played well. They played really, really well. It's a tough match for both of us. And I said whoever got the sweep going was going to have it. And yeah, that's just what happened. So GG's to you. Don't feel bad about this at all. You played well. You played well. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week. So until then, I'm your boy Chaos, coach of your Detroit Red Wingulls. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there, and as always,